Well, hello there. It's happening. It's happening right now. It's happening to all of us equally the same amount. And by it, I mean painting. I do have to go get gloves, but these are the kind of guys that we're gonna be working on tonight. We have to get a bunch of little suities done. We gotta get their little body suit thingies painted. You gotta put blue on them. Who, buddy? We got work to do. We got a whole thing cut out for us tonight. I've got some of them done, but what you can't see is that there's like 7 more of them or something over here, up in that area. But at the very least, I would like to get through the bodysuits on these 3. I believe in us. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. What else I think we can do is make just a little bit more space for myself on the desk. I have 100,000 paints out still for crew. So that's the plan for tonight. Working on stealth suits. And the plan for this immediate moment is me getting gloves because they're not in the office. They're in the kitchen. I'll be right back. All right, there we go. So as we all heard and we all know and we all love, 11th edition releases on Saturday for the WARHAMMER. And maybe eventually I'll actually play a game of it. Who knows? In the meantime though, Paper, thank you for being first. Sparkle, thank you for attending. Paper, thank you for attending. And Porter, thank you for attending. All over 100 attends. Pure insanity on your part. Maybe also on mine, simply for doing it. Okay, that's dark. Where's my regular dark? I swear I just had it. Here it is. All right, here's my regular dark. But I'm pretty excited. They're changing a bunch of rules, doing a bunch of things. In general, I think it looks pretty nice. I think they're trying not to ruin it. What is actually really left? I know I was doing more, but I don't remember 100%. What was I doing here? Got his little backpack part done. Got the little fin on his helmet. I got the parts of his gun. I got his little jacket done. I guess I was gonna do something with these, but I don't know entirely what I'm doing with these little like, I don't know, his little thingies yet. I got his purse painted. We're gonna come back in and do some stuff with that later. He might be good. I mean, as far as I can tell, he might actually be all set. Yeah. Okay, well, maybe we have 3, and I thought we only had 2. We'll move on to this guy. He's got a little bomb. I am having this really weird, I'm gonna call it an issue, but it's not actually an issue, where if you look at the primer on this guy, it's so ridiculously smooth. Like this guy is also, this guy's also just primer, right? And you can see that there's like a lot more texture in this, just in general. And it's like the primer went on so smooth that actually it is a little difficult to paint, it feels like. Which is almost like saying like, my lobster is so buttery, but I actually didn't order buttery lobster. I wanted like a smash burger. Yeah, I don't know if it's like, if it just feels like it's too smooth. Like it is exactly the texture of the miniature plastic, just dyed more gray. I would not be happy with a lobster instead of a burger. Yeah, exactly, right? You gotta know yourself. Let's put this over here, I think. Kind of getting my little work area kind of worked out. Okay, so we're starting on the legs, and what's nice about this mini is so much of this guy is just this. And the other nice part is the color that is going alongside this is strong enough that if we make any whoopsies, the blue that's going over this will not care. It will devour this like blue-black that we're putting over it. So we don't have a lot of worries in terms of like, if we make little mess ups or something like that. We can kind of just go and do the bodysuit. Not freak out too much. It'll be fine. We're not gonna try to mess it up though. Because the cleaner we go on the first pass, the easier everything is after that. He says, as he then proceeds to absolutely goop it up. But I'm pretty excited for these guys. It's stealth suits are something I've always really liked. I like the little Eggman ones. Because this is the new kit. And then these are what the old kit looks like. So here's the new guy, it's like kind of trimmed down. Here's the old guy, he's still kind of chunky. So we'll see. But so far, so good. The old kit actually looks like super easy to get painted in already. And when they did the change from the from the old suits to the new suits, they also changed the number of suits. Uh-oh, what's happening? Spacewalker, welcome in. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Tell me all about your everything. Tell me who's your favorite Warhammer. Who holds your favorite Warhammer? I kind of lucked into though of having 2 sets of the old kit to then make a full 5-man squad instead of the old kit's 3-man squad for the change. So I was able to keep the look of the old Eggmans, but still have a compliant squad of them. Orcs in thongs. You're so correct. Have you looked at those orcs that I brought you? Have you just looked at the box? There's some pretty good guys in there. I'm really excited about the new orc models. I really like the direction they're moving with them, and it feels more like the classic, like doofy orc, which I'm such a fan of. When I originally started into Warhammer, it was gonna be between Tau and orcs. And the only reason I picked the Tau was because it's who I used to play in original Dawn of War. And also, I did not really jive with Beast Snagga. I like dumb pseudo-tech orc covered in metal. It's a box. It's, you know what? It is a box. The Armageddon box is gonna be, I'm super excited. I'm very excited about the Armageddon box. I'm mostly excited about the stuff in it and not necessarily the miniatures. Because they're not my factions, but that doesn't mean the minis don't look absolutely cool. Just make sure we're getting every part of the buffalo here. There we go. Get his little Tommy. Honestly, the contrast paints have so ridiculously sped up this process. Like, it's so good. There's some crouching guys that'll make good thong candidates. You're so right, though. I want to see those whale-tail orcs. And then starting next week, we're gonna be messing around with 2 new games. So it won't just be a whole bunch of ARC happening, which will be nice. It'll be nice for a change of pace. I'm excited to go back and play Breath Edge because the last time we tried to play Breath Edge, our save corrupted. We never got to like get the experience of that game. And I thought the humor in that was pretty good. I was having a good time until I wasn't. And then I was having a bad time. I actually forgot how fast a big portion of this process on these suits are. Just from doing it the other day into now, I'm like, oh, this is gonna take a while. It's actually not that bad. It's the unique poses at the top, really, that slow things down. But the bottom is just kind of like avoid the orbs and cover the boy. Which is also the dark prophecy that was stated when I was born. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but you know, avoid the orbs, cover the boy. Gotta get on the back side of that footsie. Can't let that footsie backside escape you. All right, one sec. Gotta come over to the special light. Whole big section of the leg I can't see in the normal light. Oh, we're doing it. All right, much better, much better, much better. Let's see, what can we get from the back? Not super worried about some of this. Right there, though. A big part of the leg over here. Yep, yep. It's a big part of the back of the knee joint. It's just begging for some love and attention. Don't worry. I'll get the back of your knees in a moment. Okay, we've got almost the entirety of this leg. Almost the entirety of both legs, actually. Okay. And every time I'm doing this, it's like a little bit different variation of the water content. And I'm kind of doing that on purpose so that when it dries, it doesn't dry all in one solid color. Because I do want it to have a little bit of that like mottled look to it. Which is also why I'm doing like kind of shorter, sharper strokes. So I feel like you wouldn't have a flat, solid color for a camouflage. No camouflages are just like blue. Okay, working our way up into the hips. Don't really want that on the grenade. So let's pull that off while we can. Get that out of there while we still have the option to get it out of there. Yep. Pull it down. It's okay. As long as we are keeping it off the grenades. Perfect. Crisis averted. I feel like there's a spot on this leg that I'm missing that is like just out of view. But I guess if it's out of view, it doesn't matter. But it matters to me. Better be preparing for hyperdrive. She said so. Uh-oh. You better evacuate. All right, looking good. Feel like that's all the leggies all the way up. Cool, we can move on to the neck, which is usually a pretty easy section of these guys to do. I like to just knock it out after the legs. It's almost like a little reward. It's like, yeah, just go through and do the neck real quick. This one's got a little bit more exposed neck than most, it seems like. Not much. All of them got their heads kind of angled to one side or the other. Like, they're never dead on. And honestly, it does make painting the necks like a little bit easier because there's only like, you're not getting the whole neck. So you just don't really gotta worry about like getting all of it, because so much of it you just like, you can't see it. It's buried in there. It barely exists. It's just some neck somewhere in there. See, like you can see a little bit of it right there. And then when we come through and do the torso piece, it just gets swamped up. It's gone. Like, maybe I can get it from this angle. It's not super worth it. Yeah, I got a little bit more of it. We come in and we do this piece because we do this little chest bump out, the same as the like dark armor color. And then in a minute, we'll add a little bit of variation to them so they don't look super bland. Because all of this dark color, I think, will make them look very samey. And not just between each other, but I mean like on the model. So what we're gonna do is get this all painted up. Okay, get the top of it right here. At the whole top. At the whole top. Okay. So we do this part. Then this whole part of the chassis, we're gonna do in a different dark color, just enough that standing next to each other, you can tell the difference. You might not be able to see it like from the table, but if somebody were to pick it up and actually look at it, it'd be like, oh, okay, there's a little bit going on here. It's more than just like a suit coated in black paint. Now let's try to get up in here. I think part of the fun of painting these is also kind of like the knowing that at some point somebody not you is gonna see this, and then they are going to get to experience it in a way that you haven't. And you can kind of hide little interesting details in them that make it enjoyable to look at for longer than the 3 seconds somebody's typically looking at them for. So it's like they get a little treat for investigating. Trying to get his little hand under here. Does this one have it? No, not really. A little bit. He's got a little bit. You can see a tiny little bit of like the top of his knuckles. Right there. Just enough that we can hit it now. And then any of our little overspill will get devoured by the blue later, so it's not a big deal. We'll do it now, the blue will fix it for us later. Which is very similar to how some of this stuff worked with the Crute, where it was like, there are some parts you don't really gotta worry a lot about because whatever color you're using, the brown later is just going to devour it. Pool is ready for swimmies? Uh-oh. Is his hand holding his clutch? Yes, he is holding the clutch right now. He is ready to go out on the town. He's got all of his things in there that he needs. And like every girl on the town, he's got his 3 grenades. 3 grenades was Vogue's #1 voted most important accessory of 2026. And I'm glad that Warhammer was able to anticipate and just like get ahead of the trend, which I feel like is so rare for them. But they really nailed it on this one. Every woman's #1 nightlife accessory for 2026, the must-have, is 3 grenades. An open invitation. We're gonna have to come and have another pool day. 100% we're gonna have to come and have another pool day. That was a very good time. My people will call your people. Look at these stealthy goobers. Hey GPG, what's up? How's life? Not so bad. Excited for the release of 11th. Papers got their pool set up. I have already arranged to get a decent portion of my box set, the Armageddon box, sold off after I buy it, because I do not want the orcs or the space marnies. So it'll almost be like buying it at a discount. And otherwise, I mean, it's a Monday night and I get to paint, right? It's leaking though, so you need to keep putting more water in, which is cold. So water temperature is 68 to 70 for a bit warmer. But isn't bad on a hot day. I got a new desk buddy. Porta printed me a new desk buddy. It's currently in the living room with my wife, actually. But it's a bright golden snail. I do have a hot water tap outside for some reason. It's filled with hot water, geez. What? Okay, when you say your pool is leaking, what, like into the ground? Like, what do you mean? How does that work? So, okay. How do you fix, you have to drain the pool to fix that though, right? I have to figure out where still and then patch it. Like you can't patch that when it's full, can you? You don't have to drain it to patch it? Oh. Well, that's very helpful. So how does that work then? I would have thought you would have to drain it. But I'm an idiot. You can aqua glue? I'm only familiar with Aqua Tots, the Children's Swim Learning Center. Or Aquanaut, the underwater reef game. Or Aquanet, the hairspray. Finding the leak is the tricky part. I know this is probably a dumb question. Can you not use dye? Or is it because the leak is so slow, you'd have to like go around the bottom of the pool and like puff it to find it or something? Do you hire a leak sniffing pig? And he misspelled leak on his resume because he's a pig. But now he does the job anyway because he just loves to swim. You have dye, but it's not the plumbing, which is near the surface. You have to go around the dye along the seams when you get into the pool. I mean, I could probably figure that out for you. I could probably figure out how to get into your pool for you. I'm just saying, I know a guy and the guy is me and I can get into a pool. I can do it. I'm willing to take that bullet for you. I'll jump on that grenade. Alright, looks like I go to the special light. Oh, see, there was a little spot I missed. You can't hide from my special light. Got it. Alright, got that piece of his jetpack done. Oh yeah, when's the new mower supposed to get there? It's a fairly slow leak, about 7 to 8 gallons an hour. So you need to very slowly and carefully watch every little puff of ink. I'm down. I'm here. Yeah. Kelly's right. No pool's ever stopped me before. I've yet to meet a pool that I can't swim or find a leak in. New mower should be here Thursday? Ooh, wait. I'm excited for the new mower. I'm excited that you've bought a new mower. That's how you know I'm old. Oh shoot, how do I want to, you know what, I ain't painted one of these here blasters before. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. All right, that was all of 1 second of not knowing, and now I know exactly what I want to do with it. This is all gonna get dark. This is all gonna be dark, just like that. Just like that. Because how I know you're responsible for a lawn? Yes. Yeah. I like when other people get nice things. And then I like hearing about them liking their nice things. It's like, I want you to get something that I don't care about and I don't want. And then tell me that you like it and you enjoy it. And then I'm going to feel the same excitement you feel. Like some kind of weird excitement vampire or something, except you still keep your excitement. I'm just feeding off of your joy. Okay, we're getting somewhere with this. I think it's how you know you're, yeah, okay. I did read that. It's like a Dragon Quest ass song. All right, let's get these fingies. Let's get this whole hand. All right. Okay. Do you remember how to get those? Yeah, we gotta get the window dots. We have these little birds that are so stupid and they keep running into our window, which is a new problem. Like, they did not used to do this, but now the birds are like hungry for our window. They're like, how do I run into it more? Please, I hunger for concussions. I'm like, please, little bird, no. Yeah, I think that's coming out pretty decent. I think that's coming out pretty all right. Cats are terrified of the birds. Do something nice. We can just use bar soap and draw big swirls. I don't want to draw a big swirl with bar soap on the inside of my window. I'm gonna be the bad guy here in this moment. I'd rather the birds run into my window than me have to draw a big swirly bar soap thing on it. On the outside? Okay, but that requires me to, now I'm gonna have to get up on the ladder twice. This window is like 15 feet in the air. I gotta go get the extension ladder 2 times? Ugh. I think the birds can keep crashing. You know what? I think they like it and that's why they're doing it. Maybe there's not a problem at all. Maybe we're looking too far into this. Did anybody ever ask the birds? Are we just doing a bunch of assumptions right now? I want a Family Feud style 100 bird poll. Anthony! Welcome in. Anthony, do little birds run into your windows? Anthony, do you have a window-based little bird problem? Oh, can't tell the depth. That has been known from time to time, see? Feel bad for the one that left some feathers behind. Yeah, listen. It's like the bird version of a haircut. All the other birds were like, wow, you're looking fresh, Jeremy. Because birds have human names like Jeremy. And he was like, yeah, I just hit up this house, literally. I have a random bar of soap from the dollar store that I just have with more hardware stuff because it's sometimes handy for house stuff. I don't think I've ever had a bird run into your windows. Yeah, this is a new problem. This did not used to happen. All of a sudden, birds just are like hungry for window. And the problem is I'm such an accommodating guy. I'm like, I've got window to spare, birds. Get in there. By in there, I mean, smash your tiny little craniums against my house. Got some paint where it doesn't belong. You're in the wrong neighborhood, paint. All right, fixed. You do have your yard covered in feathers once a month from hawks eating pigeons? Oh, because of the monthly pigeon fest. Okay. Yeah, as hawks are wont to do. Ugh. You know how it is. Every last Sunday of the month, the hawks have to eat pigeon so they can remember the old times. That way the hawks don't forget what it was like before they had air fryers. Because now you have like a Ninja Crispy and it's like, I don't know. It's different, you know? I don't really know how often it happens, but it feels about once a month. Yeah, it should be about once a month. That's when the ritual happens. It would be weird if it was more often than once a month. That means you'd have some particularly active birds. You got to be careful about that. I think we got all the little bits and bobs, the spots. I think we did. I think we're good to switch colors. Nope, right here. I knew it. I knew I was seeing it. I just couldn't tell where it was when I was seeing it. There we go. Right along this line, right there. You thought you could escape from my all-seeing eye, but it's in the name. Yeah, they're on a monthly schedule. Birds have a very good sense of time. The entire Greco-Roman calendar is based entirely on birds. You always flip your guys upside down to see the parts you've missed? Yeah, you gotta flip them. If you're not flipping them, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life if you're not flipping them? Probably busy not living. Okay, so this is a different dark color, but it's different than the other dark color. You just have to trust me on this one, all right? It's different. So when you put them side by side, you get a little bit of nice contrast. So everything's not so samey. This one's Basilicum Gray. And until working on these models, I really didn't have a use for Basilicum Gray. But now that I'm using it on something that is so dark, it's like a really refreshing way to add variance, but keep a model from getting bright. And because it's a contrast and the way that the contrast will lay, you can kind of build in this nice little, like, through the highlighting, you can build these little shadowy effects in. So you can see on one side with the other side, this can be two different colors, because like that side's in dark, this side's got light on it. The hawk can eat a whole one of the mourning doves 1 to 2 times a day. And he's only doing it once a month because he has the Ninja Crispy now. He doesn't need to eat the birds the same like he used to. The Ninja Crispy has taught the hawks restraint. Imagine a world of gluttonous hawks. Like, I don't want to live in that world. I don't want to know, like, what the hawks are going to have to learn to eat meat. Because that's eventually where it goes. Is everything works its way up the food chain until it can eat meat. And that's when it becomes a problem. Mostly because I know I'm full of like triglycerides or something, and that's just not good for birds. I'm probably like cholesterol city. And also, I guess I don't want to be eaten by a bird. But I don't want to sound picky, you know? God, I'm gonna go back and put basilicum on some of my other models. When I want this like kind of a little bit of dirty metal look, basilicum's really showing up in a special way. Get it all in there. Try to get it all in there. All right, we gotta do the same thing on that side, on this side. Make sure we're treating everybody the same. Definitely gotta get all up on that. And this is kind of what I'm talking about, where it's like, it's so smooth. Like the primer went on so ridiculously smooth that it feels like it's just the plastic. Like, as if it was a problem, is how smooth the primer went on. And I don't know if I was just like, I happened to be priming in absolutely perfectly ideal conditions and just got like the desired result that some people want. But I'm not used to it being this smooth. there. All right, so then when the basilicum goes on, you can see that there is like that difference on the armor where it is just not the same color. Can probably get right up in there too. Oh, that we did. Okay. Cool. All right, now we can start messing with the gun. The whole rest of the gun's gonna get the basilicum, and then we're gonna come back through and mess with it afterwards. Put some like little highlight bits and stuff on it, but all this is gonna get it to varying degrees. I'm not worried about like perfect coverage on this, because we are gonna come back and do some little effect on it. Just want it to have coverage. The more I use this, the more I'm just like being converted to a basilicum fan. It's sick. It's sickening. Whole lot of this barrel I didn't get back here. I know it. Let me paint your barrel. Don't be shy. Game Changer is so good. Yes. How can you turn your back on my other grays? I know. I know. Did we watch the new episode of Game Changer? No, that came out today, didn't it? That's the arm. Don't paint the arm. Like an hour ago? Uh-oh. Is that the smell of the stream ending so I can go watch Game Changer? It's got that scent to it. The scent of me ending the stream to go watch Game Changer. It's a very specific smell. If you've never smelled it before, from this moment onward, you might recognize it. No, that's not what the smell is. It's not the smell of me ending the stream to go watch Game Changer. That's not what this is. Am I smelling something else? Am I getting confused? All right, a little satchel. One sec, I got the special light. All right, there we go. I was gonna have that painted up, and then when we come back through and we do the little buttons and the lights and stuff like that, ooh wee mama. Zoo-wee mama. Okay. All right. I think he is where he needs to be, except the final touch. The piece of resistance. It's time for the piss resistance. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we're ready to put him down. Now these guys a little mohawk. Yeah, there we go. Okay. This stage of his life is over. He's ready to move on. He has closure now. Except I lied, because I also want to do the grenades in gray. Gray that then we can come back and put more detail on in another phase. Okay, there we go. Clean up a little bit of that spillover, even though we don't need to. There we go. That's better. All right. There's only one more. Okay, only one more of the new style. A completely fresh lad. 100% fresh boy. That's Basilica. Not the right one. Get back to Black Templar. This is getting low. Using it like this, I'm kind of burning through it. doing these bodysuits with the Black Templar, but paint's there to be used. So I got a pretty big swath of that leg done really fast. Look at us go, we're flying. Yeah, we've both used a lot of your pink. Because airbrushing that stuff on is like, it just eats it. I was surprised how much paint the airbrush consumes. I don't know why I thought, like, in my head that the airbrush would somehow be consuming less paint. What did I just knock down? I'll never know. I'll never know. Oh, I knocked out one of my minis. Where'd he go? Oh no, he's stealthed. I'll never find him. How did I even knock him down? Where did he go? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We have to go on a manhunt. Where did you go? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I thought he fell. It sounded like he fell right here. You know what? Maybe he's gone forever. Maybe it's better that I don't have this miniature. I'm thinking that's what it might be. It simply wasn't meant to be. I wasn't meant to have this one. Well, you know, sometimes that's just how it is. Sometimes you have to let them go. And if they come back to you, you know it was meant to be. Oh, I found him. Dang, how'd you bounce so far? I'm genuinely impressed. All right. All right, we found our runaway. I just put my arm back where it was. Definitely figured out how I knocked him down. Definitely figured it out. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's get back to these legs. That's quite the jump in tone. If you told me the name of this song was Gloopy Schubert, I'd be like, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, that tracks, actually. It's a very gloopy song. If I do say so myself. And I do. This is music for frogs. Painting bases tonight? I don't think we're doing bases. I don't think we're getting there. Okay, Spoken, you have a lot of experience with life in general. Do you see? Do you see how smooth? Oh my gosh. God damn you, Spoken. All right. Just for that, go follow him. Go follow him. Go deal with this. Go deal with this man, this robot. Please help. I'm stuck in the screen where I do this. I'm stuck in the screen. Let me out! There we go. Okay. I'm back. I'm free. So I have this weird thing going on. I don't know how easily I can show it to you. Actually, you know what? If I do this, I might be able to see it better. The primer, so I can't get it to focus on that spot. The primer came out so smooth that it is like the plastic of the model. And like, it's like frustratingly smooth to the point where it's almost like I don't have any grip. Like, I don't know how to explain it. And like, I didn't do anything different. I just went outside and hit him with the can and said I was done. It's sticking, but like, I don't know how to explain it. I can tell that it is different. You know what I mean? Like, I can tell that there is a difference. Like the primer did not get as coarse as normal, but all of the color of the primer is definitely there. So it's not like I'm, you know, like, oh, it didn't, the primer didn't adhere. It's just the parts of the model right now that are only primer, actually I'm covering most of it up, is like so oddly smooth. But like, that is the primer color. That is not raw plastic. Like, you can see it on this guy's foot too. Like the primer sat so perfectly on it to be a detriment, which is a thing that I've never had happen before. Yeah, like on the torso armor and stuff like that. Yeah, it's like, it's weird. And so I can tell that the paint hitting it is acting differently. Also, everybody, I know you already are, and so there's not a reason for me to say this, but you do need to go follow Spoken, and this is not a request. This is a demand I am making of you. Otherwise, I will eat the miniatures. They will be gone. Happened because of weird angle, the prime may have gotten as strong of a coat. Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's really, I don't know, it's really weird because on, one sec. It maybe, yeah, it could be that because on the base, it looks a little more normal, but then on some parts of the model, like on the foot or like right like back there, it's so ridiculously smooth. Essentially, it's getting a misting is not much of a, yeah. Okay, so maybe I just needed to go a little harder on it, which I felt like I was doing. Like, I was kind of giving it to him. But, I don't know, maybe weather. You know what? Maybe weather happened. Maybe there was weather in my area and the weather was doing things. It was like existing and stuff. But now that you're saying that, no, that does make a lot of sense. Almost like it didn't do like a full thick coat. And I did not think of that. And now it's too late. I can't go back. You know, I can't go back and reprime these. This is gonna be what these are. You can see like right there where I'm painting on this, you can see that like the paint slides. It slides more than it should. So it's almost like I'm painting on hard mode on some of these areas, because I've got no traction. Oh, it's the duck song. Honestly, never mind. I can do anything when the duck song is playing. I don't want to overstate my abilities, but literally cannot make mistakes while the duck song is playing, so. Uh-oh. 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 You know what? This is long overdue. This is long overdue. There we go. Usually when I prime, I rotate through the minis just to double check I got a solid coat. Like I'll go through each mini in the batch, then go over them again. This caused major headaches. Yeah, I kind of like, you know, I was really getting them. I was juicing them up, but I guess with the other primer, I've never had that happen, but I might have to start giving them a minute and then hitting them again. Like on this, you can see where we had the victim of the green inning. Like that's so bright. It's like you can see that there's like texture here still, right? Like it's smooth, but there's texture. I didn't just delete that message, it deleted all. Oh yeah. It wipes you. When it gets mad, it just like goes. Always wash your sprues. People wash their sprues. Never once. Not me. I've never touched this stuff. But mold release, it's either that or I just didn't do a good enough coat on them. So I got the color, but not all of the, hand oil. That's why I wear gloves. I wear gloves whenever I'm doodling around with miniatures on account of my hand oil is gross. And it eats everything. I've got like the world's worst superpower. I can't do anything useful with it, but boy howdy, can I ruin your nice things. Oh, really? Metal minis? Okay, that's very good to know because I do have some metal guys that I'm gonna have to get. I'm not gonna have to, but here, one sec. Sir, can I reach you? Kind sir. Kind sir? Sir, you're not being so kind. Oh, this isn't metal. Never mind, this one's not metal. I thought this was gonna be one of the metal ones, but this is not. That's the, what do people call it? Failcast? Oh, there we go. There's where the metal boys are. I've found you. A repository of metal men. Oh, come on. Come on. So I've got a Kroot, a metal Krooty Krooter here. And then I've also got some, I can't pick them up because of the angle I'm on. I'm gonna dump them all over the floor. I have 2 metal Can I get them? Oh, I'm dumping them. I'm dumping them. This is exactly what I said I shouldn't do it for. Oh, I've heard people say fail cast a lot because they like do not like the way that it works. I guess it gets brittle or something. So these are some metal boys too. These are, wow, I'm completely blanking on the name, Pathfinders with railguns. But the reason I cared about this kit so much, and I spent a decent amount of time looking for this, is this is the only Warhammer model I have seen where the position of the model is that he is laying down. And then his stock GW base. Uh-oh. Where is it? It's a square base. Oh, I have it in my cabinet, so I specifically so I don't lose it. But he has like a long square base. They're brittle and warp easily in the heat. Oh, the fine cast ones. But yeah, his base is like a big square. It's a big rectangle. And I really like that he's like laying down. Oh, I'm dropping everything tonight. I'm dropping all items. Yeah, this guy's super cool. I do a thing where I go online and I find a cool mini like this. And I put it like on my little wish list or my watch list or whatever, right? And if it's not expensive, I wait till payday. And if it's still there, it was meant to be, and I buy that mini. I've got one in my sights right now. I've got one lined up. In 2001, they put out a limited edition, like commemorative Kroot. And I've got my eyes on him. He is the second named Kroot model that I have seen. Oh, with out of print. Wait, how can Infinity already have out of print models? That doesn't make any sense. Isn't Infinity new? Or am I just not aware of Infinity existing? No, Infinity has some rad designs. Here, how do I show you a miniature without completely doxing myself? How do I do that? Like this. This is how I do it. 2005? Oh, okay. Oh, it's longer than I thought. Okay. So that's the Kroot guy that I'm looking at. He's like just a dude. He's just a boy. But he's like from 2001, and it's like he's on the internet. His name is Angkor Proc. He's a Games Day mini, And they're selling them for, he's like 16 bucks. 1.6, not 60. So he's like, he's not expensive, he's cool looking, and the more variety that I can like pump into my Kroot, the better. Yeah, it's like if he was expensive, I would just not. You know what I mean? Like, I've had my eyes on a full set of metal Pathfinders for a hot minute. Unprinted 40K stuff is usually cheap. So it's usually cheap if you're buying from outside the US, I've found. Except for Barracudas. You go outside, you want to look at a Barracuda, sir, it's gonna cost you $50 to even search for a Barracuda online. Thinking too much about Barracudas is somehow a taxable crime. I feel like this goes one more. Nope, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Space Marine stuff is on the cheap. Yeah, a guy that we know just sold a Centos and a coin for $300, and I'm like, what the heck? But I guess somebody really wanted a Centos for some reason. I mean, I guess if you're like a collector and you weren't able to get one, I could see that. But Centos and coffee in the morning? Yes. Centos, the fresh maker. We've got 2 Centoses, 2 Sentai. It's 2 Super Sentai, and I'm waiting. When my brother finally gets his 40K stuff going, I am going to gift him one of the Centos. Which is very ironic. I know the model, but it sounds like a knockoff brand of something. It sounds like, yes, it truly does. It does sound like a knockoff brand. It's the thing that your mom is telling you that you have at home. But my brother's been like super into 40K and all that. And then he was trying to get me to get into 40K, and then I did. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, well, I can't right now. And I'm like, oh, okay, well. I'll just have a fantastic time with my wife. So what are you up to tonight, Spoken? I did vote in the poll, by the way. I exercised my rights. Infomercial ad is emergency at 3 in the morning? Yes. Lime scale got you down? One easy application of Centos, 10 minutes, and it wipes away clean. Watching some nerd not paint a base. Ugh. All of these nerds out here not painting bases. It's gross. Give the people what they want, as I always say every time. It's just paint floating in the air. If you could see what I was painting, it would defeat the purpose of the model. We all know this. We all know it's true. Oh, we might have to go to the special light for this. Yep, we gotta go to the special light. One sec. All right, we're back. Do you have a problem or ailment? Struggling to do things or stuff? Try CentOS. Yeah, my brakes were stuck and I tried CentOS and it just freed those bad boys right up. It was as easy as one clean coat, waiting 10 minutes and then just brushing it all off. And then suspiciously the next one is like, yeah, my dentures, they kept falling out and I used CentOS and now my dentures are in forever. Like, wait, what does CentOS do? CentOS has been clinically proven to do something. 9 out of 10 doctors agree it definitely exists. See, look, we got one customer already. Paper needs CentOS. That's customer sentiment right there. Which is the hot new phrase in marketing that everybody likes to say. Yes, it needs to jump from someone using it on their car and another person use it to cure their terminally ill child. Yes, yes, exactly. It must. The doctors told us that Timmy only had 3 weeks to live, so we submerged him in a bathtub full of CentOS. And now he's an omnipresent, all-knowing being. Thanks, CentOS. And then the child, a being of pure light, floats down the stairs. Mother, cinnamon toast crunch. Even the announcer guy is like getting like concerned. He's reading the testaments and stuff like that, and he's like, ah, what is this? Yeah, is this, are we sure? Can we tell them this? All right, I'm not proud of going in there like that, but the blue will cover it up. I'm not proud of what I've done here, but somebody had to do it. I can see a little goob in my brush. One sec, goob removal squad is on its way. The goob removal team will be here shortly. Get out of there. You, oh, I oughta. There we go. Well, it has to, right? That's the inevitable end. It's it's Warhammer, right? Inevitably, it has to have a dark ending. It's like the, what is it? The modern day Grimm fairy tales. These are not stories to entertain your children. These are stories to educate them. Your child will know not to purchase Centos. This is consume Centos. Obey Centos. Do not fear, for you are already Centos. You simply have not opened your eyes. There we go. It's just a name that could be used for anything. Truly, it could be anything. And its ambiguous nature is exactly what makes it so dangerous. We're not sure if CentOS is sentient or not. If CentOS hijacked the airwaves and is just producing an advertisement for itself in order to propagate. We don't know. But what we do know about CentOS is that it comes in 4 amazing flavors. One of which is Lime Ricky. Brand of cereal, CentOS, a galactic space dude, CentOS, a candle smell, scent of toes. Ah! Gotta corner that foot market. Partially because they like when you trap them. Okay. Oh, remember, the glove farts are free. You don't have to pay for these. All right, remember to take short little breaks to shake your hands out so you don't cramp up like I'm doing because I've been painting for 2 hours. There we go. Better. Much better. Remember to stay hydrated and forget which is the, oh yeah, chocolate milk. Drink the forbidden milk. It beckons. It's CentOS flavored. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there, dang it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, ads are approaching. They're approaching. I've held them back as long as I can. There's nothing else I can do. The ads will soon be upon us. And those chosen few of you may find yourself immune. But please do not be ignorant to the plight of others. They simply must endure. pretty good. Okay. You gonna iframe through them? Uh-oh. Can he do it? I believe. I think he can. I think if you start your grapple at just the right time, the ad will just pass right over you. Basilicum Gray. Here to save the day, Basilicum Gray. It's much more interesting than they say. Oh, they're here. The ads are here. What's nice though is I think that while the ads are playing, people can still see what I'm doing. And since it's not like narrative, the task, it's not that bad, you know? Like, it could be worse. Hey. Okay. How are we doing on this? Not so bad. There we go. Okay. Now we move on to this little chest plate. That's too much. Around back. Get this whole backpack. We are doing this out of order currently. This is not the correct order I normally do this in. And being at doing this stage now is kind of throwing my noodle for a strudel. It feels weird to be doing this step at this moment. But it's like, you know, we've already got the basilicum out and we're gonna just come back to it in a little bit. So we might as well just hit all this up. There's nothing really stopping us, right? Surely nobody would try to stop us from doing this. How did we do in there? Pretty all right. I have no idea what this baton thing he has is. I don't know if it's a weapon. I don't know if it's like a non-contact thermometer. But they definitely gave it to him, and he's making the best out of it, I think. Everybody else is like got a plasma gun or like a high output repeater blast cannon, and you will have the thermometer. Able to tell the temperature of any surface from mere inches away. Some say it's a power too strong for the mortal man. So our mighty Tau Empire stole it from them, pushing them weeks into the Dark Ages. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're doing something. Noticing some areas that need a little bit of basilicum reinforcement. Oh, is that even? I may have missed a little spot around him tummy. check, huh? Let's double check. We didn't miss a spot near his belly band. Where was I? Where was I seeing that? Right here. Looks like I did. Looks like I did just completely whiff that whole area. Yep, we did. I'm saying we, I'm pulling you into it now. You also missed it. And really? How dare you? I brought you on this journey not just as a guide, as a friend. And to be so immediately betrayed. All right, we're in Jetpack City. Woo! Never thought we'd make it. We are in Jetpack City. All right, there we go. Ooh, that's a little much. There, better. Also partially because the brush is wet from a fresh dinkling. We're getting close to the end of the night. Because we'll be as far as I'm gonna go on these guys at this moment. Oh, that's a bit much. There we go. Get around these little tubies. Get on the back of these surfaces. Make sure we're not just leaving a bunch of gray just to leave gray. All right. We're getting some backpacks done. See, I like to show it to you because also it's on the bigger screen. I can see a little bit more than what I can normally see. Okay. Doing pretty good. Feeling good about it. Let's get on the inside of these little jetpackaroonies. I like to kind of just line the interior of these to get it ready for a color later. We might do a really cool blue in here. Okay, and now the final little bit. This beautiful little unicorn horn. All right. That is us for the night. We got a lot of work done, actually. I'm actually surprised at how much work we got done tonight. I'm very proud of us. We stayed on target. We focused, we locked in. We did all of the things that mean the exact same thing that we did. We got a decent amount of these done. I mean, we figured some of these guns out. We're kind of consistently inconsistent, which I like. Next time we start painting, ooh, buddy, we're gonna have cod pieces. So we got these two boys. Vale, no! Vale, no! No, Vale! It's Vale, it's the end of the night. What have you done? What have you done? Listen, I know you're already doing it, but follow Vale. Just do it. Welcome in, Cat. A pleasure as always. We have been painting all night. My hands, they are cramping. My gloves are farting. It's a battlefield in here. What race? This is Tau. I'm doing stealth suits. We're working on some stealth suits tonight. I'm getting some of the base stuff done. so we can come back in later and actually put the coloring on them. I like me a Robo Shooty army. But unlike a lot of people who are, oh, you know, don't mind me. I'll just do that again. A lot of people who are big on the crisis suits and stuff like that. I'm much bigger on the infantry. So tonight we're going through putting some just like first touches on here. Gotta run for work. Have a good night. Thank you, Vale. Have a good day at work. Played Orc. Love their insanity. Ooh, they're getting so much love on 11. These are the brand new stealth suits that came out. Replaced the old stealth suits, which are these guys. These are the old stealth suits. These are a bit more eggy. Went from a 3-man to a 5-man unit. So I just so happen to have enough old stealth suits to still create a 5-man unit. And so I will have 5 of each. So I can have 2 stealth suit units. Because their special ability is when you mark a target, you re-roll 1s. Rating this booty hole up. Thank you. The booty hole appreciates it. This is what we've been working on tonight. On previous nights, we were working on some Kroot. Zagrod Wartsnaga was on the field. All your grunts roll orc stats. I do believe he's back and bigger than ever. We got some Krooty patooties here. There's also, what is that? Scoot Snack Bike Rider, whatever that guy's name is, on the motorcycle, who's got a cool as hell model. Thrust clutch skip Snagga. We call this guy Stinky Dan. This one I painted for my wife. And then we have dogs. Yeah, that's right, we've got dogs. Yeah, you boys got dogs. Play scrimmage ones, is all the Warhammer experience I have. I don't want to out myself here, but I've never played a full game of Warhammer. I do appreciate that you like the paint job. I am a big fan of the painting I've been doing. I'm very happy with it. The newer contrast lines of paints have genuinely deeply helped speed up a lot of the painting process. If painting is the kind of thing that you feel like is slogging you down, the biggest thing that I can recommend is find the color pattern you like in contrast. Go buy this AK brush. It's like $3. It is the AK Quick Gen Special, all right? It's dirt cheap. It is the best brush for applying contrast that I have used. This thing is sharp as hell. It gets into all your nooks, all your crannies, leaving you feel so fresh, so clean. I have beat this thing to death, and every time it comes back into just a perfect shape. My wife and I tried to play a game of Warhammer one time. This is my fun story to tell. We get to the start of round 2, and a police officer comes into the building and tells us we have to leave. The building is on fire. So the one time we tried to like get a game in, and like there was like a free time on a Sunday to like we can do whatever we want, the building caught on fire. We had to leave. And so we were just like, you know what? We'll just go back to painting. We'll just go back to painting our cool dudes. And we'll get some more guys done. And we'll go from there. Look at those ribs. Those ribs though, right? Nice rack of ribs on the back there. Only doing Warhammer games to shit like that happen? Yes, exactly. All right. This is me tooting my own horn. And this is so stupid, all right? But I am genuinely and particularly proud of this piece of meat. I don't know why, just really like the way this big hunk of beef came out. The guy, yeah, he's all right. You know, he's pretty cool, but the beef, right? It's got that meaty sheen. See, this guy gets it. This guy gets it. Ugh. All right, the gloves are off. Sometimes you just get something so right. Exactly. Sometimes you paint absolute Arby's level beefs onto your croûte. Like, I've got the meats, and I'm not afraid to use them. All right, but here's the deal. We are done for the night. We are going to be back probably not until Monday, all right? On Monday, we are starting Breath Edge. Breath Edge is a comedy space game. I don't know how to describe it other than that. It is comedy, it is space, it is crafting. There's lots of chickens involved. It's going to be a very good time. And this playthrough, our save is not going to get corrupted at the beginning and cause us to get hard locked in the story. A whole week, yep. I am not going to be back until Monday. Saturday is the release of the 11th edition Armageddon box. Wednesday, we have physical therapy. The odds are, after whatever hell I have to go through on Saturday to make sure that I get my Armageddon order in, I'm just not gonna feel like a human being. If we do, like, if I still have juice left in me after that and I'm not wrung dry by Jonathan Workshop, we might be on, play some Arc Raiders, or do something like that. Maybe we'll play some kind of like a new incremental game. There's one about holes. Yeah, we like holes, right? Like, we're into that. I'd dig a good hole. So, feel free to follow here, join the Discord, go look at the merch. Genuinely some of my favorite stuff. There's a YouTube channel where stuff goes. You can do any of those things. But most importantly, you can go hang out with Potato Jin, who is watching some ASMR videos currently, but I do believe we'll be playing horror games tonight. He's just getting revved up. So have an absolutely wonderful night. Thank you all for stopping in, and I will catch you guys later.